Welcome back to the course. I am looking forward to this training a lot as we're now getting into the actual content, the heartbeat of your channel and your YouTube business. Now, YouTube is obviously filled with all different types of content, but the strategy that is undoubtedly the best for our purposes is called the infotainment strategy. As the name suggests, this is where we combine information and entertainment together. Now, most coaches or people trying to get leads from YouTube go way too heavy on information, and watching their videos is about as much fun as reading a Wikipedia page. What happens then is the viewer may watch the video, but they take the information and leave because information is a commodity. They can get it anywhere. We need to be more entertaining and more memorable for them to come back to us specifically and be invested in us specifically. And then that also increases the chance of going viral and reaching a wider audience. Purely informational videos just aren't as shareable. It's videos that elicit some kind of emotion that tend to go viral. So that can be something that makes them laugh or smile or shocks them and so on. However, the flip side of going too informational, like most coaches do, is making videos that are just entertaining without being educational or helpful at all. And let's be honest, this is like 95% of YouTube. The thing is, people who do that are in no position to sell premium products or services like we're gonna do. That's why YouTubers can get millions of views but still not make as much money as you're gonna make even with a relatively small audience. Because they're not a credible authority on a specific topic. They're just making fun videos, so their only money is ads and merch. Because, let's face it, I could go viral with a funny video of a cat and get millions of views, but nobody is going to pay me high-ticket prices for coaching or mentoring or courses because of that. So I cannot stress enough, not all views are created equal. 1,000 views using the infotainment strategy can make you a lot more money than 10,000 or 100,000 views on a funny prank video. So, when creating content, most of the time, we want to keep this infotainment concept in mind, figuring out a way to mix information and entertainment together. And the exact ratios of how much of each can vary per video, but we just want both. So, we should be positioning ourselves as a credible expert on the topic by giving useful information, but then also entertaining them and making them feel something by delivering the information in a more entertaining way. And this way we get the best of both worlds. You can charge high prices for your services and skills because you've positioned yourself as an expert, but you also have a high chance of your videos performing very well on YouTube because they're entertaining. Most people are going to YouTube wanting some sort of entertainment. And I know when some people hear this and they hear about infotainment, they think, yeah, but I'm not trying to entertain people. I'm trying to educate people and help people. But what you have to accept is that the real education part comes once they pay you. That doesn't mean your free videos won't help them and won't educate them a bit, but where you achieve true transformations for people is when they buy your premium products, your premium coaching, your premium services. That's where you can go really deep and heavy on the information. Your YouTube videos are there to hook them into your brand and put you into their mind as the expert on that topic. Because, of course, if they enjoy watching your videos because they're not just dry information like everyone else, they'll come back to you again and again, which means when it comes to deciding who to invest money in, you're going to be the one they go to. You're going to be the person they think of because they watch your content much more, because they enjoy it more. Plus, as an added bonus, infotainment is inherently more memorable anyway. That's why you forget everything you learn in a classroom or a textbook, because it's just pure information on its own with no entertainment. So the point is, don't be afraid to lean heavily into entertainment with your free content, and then your paid stuff is where you can go super deep and technical on the information side. Now, I want to give you 2 case studies just from totally different niches so you can see how this could work in practice. But honestly, there are so many case studies if you do some research yourself so you can find one specific to the niche you want to go in. But the first channel is called Charisma on Command. It's quite a big channel, so there's a high chance you've come across at least one of their videos at some point. As the name suggests, they teach charisma. But all of their best videos and all of their videos that perform the best on YouTube aren't just someone spouting information to the camera. No, you could get that anywhere. What they do is they combine entertainment as well by using clips from celebrities in interviews and on talk shows, and then they analyze why they're charismatic, using those videos as an example. So they're still teaching charisma essentially, but suddenly the videos are vastly more entertaining and memorable than if someone had just said the same stuff but talking to a camera with nothing else happening. Instead, they've got an entertaining video that's also giving genuinely useful information and positioning them as an expert on the topic so that people are interested in buying their premium info products. That's infotainment. Another channel is actually an old channel, but it's changed direction since then, but it's called Simple Pickup, or at least it was called Simple Pickup. And it was huge back in the day for pickup videos. Now, I want to use this as an example because there were loads of silly prank and pickup videos back in the day, yet Simple Pickup built $1 million business from it, just from using the YouTube traffic. So what did they do differently from the rest? They used infotainment. Because on their YouTube channel, they had funny pickup challenges like using memes to get a girl's number. However, they were simultaneously teaching guys how to be better with women and how to be more confident. If they'd just done pickup lines and messing around with that without any useful information, then they're just a funny channel and in no position to charge for premium products. If it was just them telling guys how to pick up girls, they're an information channel, and there's no way they'd have got millions and millions of views like they did. Instead, though, they combined the two elements together, and thus they attracted their ideal clients of people who genuinely did want to become more confident and better with women, and were willing to pay for their programs and premium info products. So the point here is that the infotainment concept can work for any niche, but you have to think about what that might look like for the type of content you want to make. And because you're an expert on your niche already, you already are very knowledgeable on that topic, you already have the information part nailed down. You just need to start thinking about how you can present it in a more engaging and entertaining way. If you're just giving cold information to the camera, every single video, with nothing else happening, nothing unique, then something has gone horribly wrong, because that's no way to grow a channel quickly. And here's the reality. That's what the vast majority of entrepreneurs and coaches are doing. They're rocking up in front of a camera with no regards to the setup or how it looks or anything, and they're just giving out lots of information, which is why they're not building a loyal following or growing quickly. Remember, information is the commodity. It's how you deliver it. Now, don't panic here, because to make things more entertaining, it doesn't have to be overly elaborate. For example, it can be through the editing style. For me personally, I use movie and TV clips to make points more interesting, which you can do too. I'm going to show you exactly how later in this course. But there's also loads of other ways. Even things like including personal anecdotes and stories can bring the information to life. Or having guests in your videos, or changing the format to something more unusual. The possibilities are really endless with this, but the key is getting a bit more creative, because the biggest sin with content is making it boring, and purely informational videos tend to fall into that category. In fact, I have something I call the golden rule of YouTube that I ask myself when making a video, and I recommend you write this down and ask yourself this too. And the golden rule is, if a total stranger I'd never met made this same video that I'm making, would I want to watch it? And you have to be brutally honest with yourself here, because if the answer is no, we need to revise things, because to most people, you're a total stranger. So we have to make something they're going to want to watch. So let's just recap a couple of key points here. Number one, information is the commodity. There is nothing you can say that they couldn't hear somewhere else online. But number two, you have the advantage, because whilst almost everyone else is just giving dry information, you're going to mix entertainment and information together so that people enjoy your videos more, subscribe more, and remember you more. And you're not going to worry about being too entertaining and not giving us enough information, because that's going to come when they buy your premium products. The really advanced technical stuff is going to come later. So instead, point number three, you're going to remember to ask, what do I want my audience to feel in this video? viral content almost always elicits some kind of emotion. So we're going to kind of reverse engineer that and start by asking, how can I make this video really have more of an impact on someone? So it's not just, okay, I've got the answer to the question, let's move on. They actually feel something from it. Fourth point, when creating any video, always keep in mind not only infotainment, but the golden rule. Because how you deliver it is key. So we need to inject our unique personality and stories, get more creative with the format and delivery, and avoid boring content at all costs. No matter how informational it is, boring content is the enemy. And that's the overall core of what we're trying to make. And sticking to this is going to give you some incredible results. However, in the next training, we're going to get much more specific about what this actually looks like for you and your content and start coming up with some awesome video ideas. So bear all of this in mind, but I will see you in the next training where we'll be getting into all of that.